I'm slouching. Should I not slouch? It's like a real issue. It's tired. Yeah. So I've said this before, but I haven't said it in a while. I think one of the things that happened. I figured this out over time. It took me a long time to like actually figure this out, but I think it seems to me that like something that happened. It's so hot. Everyone's gonna want to have a neck like this someday. I think one of the things that happened to me with these like guys who thought that they were in love with me, like particularly like older guys, like my people, my age. I think that they actually could like convince themselves that somehow I was not, excuse me, I was not telling the truth about my life. You know, it's just I think that's kind of the impression that I got from them, which was really kind of a painful thing for me to realize, because I thought that they actually, again, totally bamboozled. I thought that there was actually something about me as a person that they really liked, but there wasn't. There isn't actually. And the person that I really am is someone they really don't like, just like I really don't like them, as human beings, and the way that they think about things, and the choices that they make, and how corrupt they are. I think they just really don't like me, and I really don't like them. you know and you want it to be some other way, but it really isn't. But I think what they did was decide somehow individually, perhaps amongst themselves, and possibly also because of like all the stuff that the rest, like all the other people like observing the situation were saying about me, was just kind of tell themselves, oh, Lena, she tells these little lies to try to make herself look better, about her past or how things happen. But we know what really happened, from the things that people have told us and what we've decided about ourselves, and what we think we see about her. And but see, because the thing is, what I was thinking before I realized that they were probably thinking this stuff. What I was thinking was something like that they, I don't know, anything, something, not that. That was not what I was thinking. It did not occur to me that was what it was. Or that you could be, like, you could decide that you were attracted to somebody, and you would overlook all the other things about them that made you think that they were a bad person because you were attracted to them. But I think that's what they were thinking. I don't think that they were thinking, like, I believe her about the stuff that she says about her life. I think they were thinking, like, I think that they made themselves believe something like, well, no, she's obviously lying, but, who wouldn't lie, about these various types of things. And also, she's just so hot. Like, she's just so hot that I'm helplessly in love with her, and she must know that too, and that also makes her a bad person, which means I have no responsibility for how badly I treat her. I think that's what it is. Excuse me. I think that's what it is, and I think they've persisted in that. I think they have persisted in thinking about me that way. I think that certainly their wives and girlfriends couldn't care less how they think about me, as long as it's bad, right? And will think whatever they feel like thinking about me and feeling about me, so that they don't have to feel whatever it is that they feel, right? I think that has to be it. They don't see an honest person who's, doing the best she can in a really bad situation. They don't see, a person who's like really, telling the truth about my past. I've told the truth about that. Why I bothered saying anything to them, I'm not sure. But as I also said before, like, there are people who, as far as I knew, had good reputations in the world. I mean, it's just like, and also were young when I was young, and in movies when I was young, and it's like they're like the stars of my youth. So who wants to believe that they're bad people? Who really wants to believe that? Why would you want to believe that? You don't want to believe that about, people who are people that like were there, like part of your consciousness, even if you didn't really pay attention to like movie stars and or stuff like that. When you were young, they were still around. They were in your brain, like other people, like everybody else, They were there in your consciousness, as like part. And it's you have that kind of like I don't know, tolerance for them, admiration for them. And then when you actually get to find out what they're like, it's like, oh my god, these people are just so really not very nice people at all. Really selfish, really materialistic, even though they don't think so. You know, they have so much money. They have so much money that they just have lost the ability to know whether or not they're doing something wrong, because they never get that. They never get any of those cues. They're kind of like, you know what they say about people. It's like, I don't even know. It's like, I haven't really read a lot about autism, and I think a lot of people get diagnosed with autism who don't have it. But it's like, I mean, if I were gonna like make a correlation, it's like wealth induced autism, you know, where they just, because you have so much money, you just don't have to negotiate with people anymore. You don't have to cooperate with people anymore in so many parts of your life, from day to day to day. You just don't have to bother with people anymore. You have the money, and so it just like smooths out like all of your interactions with people. And the only people that you ever, have a little bit of conflict with might be people who are like on your own level. Everything, literally everything, and there aren't very many of those, right? So everything else is settled for you already, automatically. And if someone tries to give you a rough time, you just laugh it off. You know, if someone disagrees with you in some way, and you know they're nowhere near you, as in terms of like just the power that you have because you have money, you know, you just laugh it off. You just laugh it off. You know, you could be absolutely and totally lying, and the person who has way less money than you could be just like absolutely telling the truth. You call them a liar, and you're the one who wins. Just like that. It's just like that, no matter how bad you are or what you did or any of those things. So yeah, I think they made themselves believe that about me. It's quite clear in several situations. You know, the way that they had decided to like channel whatever it is that they were feeling in some kind of like fictional portrayal of how they were interacting with me. They just, you're a bad person. It's her. She's the bad person. She's the bad person who I loved anyway, because, you know, even though she's a bad person, it's like, does it even occur to you, really, that the one of the reasons you thought you were in love with me is because you're a bad person and you prefer to love a bad person? Does that ever occur to you?